Hey guys, it's Ben from Taught AI, and in today's video we're going to be looking at adapting resources for our learners. So if you're not familiar, I'm using the Taught AI Academy site. This is a fictional alternative provision using Gemini as a platform. And the tools are kind of really fully loaded with incredible research from the EEF and others on adaptation, inclusion, and SEN. So let's jump straight in and see how we can take a resource and make it much more engaging and relevant to one of our learners in the classroom. I'm going to start off by unhighlighting everything. I'm going to go straight through to the staff platform. I'm going to scroll down, scheme of works, lesson generator, and the tool I want is the resource generator. Now, let's actually pick a resource. So I'm going to borrow something from Maths Genie. I've got a pretty good, comprehensive worksheet, which increases in difficulty on two-way tables, but it's not the sort of thing that's necessarily going to grab one of the learners working in my alternative provision school. So let's download that resource and see how we can have Gemini adapt it. So I'm going to say I have a maths worksheet. I need it adapted for a boy in year, let's say 9. He loves football and Arsenal. He is EAL and struggles with complex English words. Here is the resource. And we're going to add the file. I'm going to upload that straight from my downloads. And we're going to see how this works. Now, if you are wondering how we can get inclusion really built into tools, you definitely want to tune into one of my inclusion masterclasses. If you're interested in understanding why the tool is doing this kind of AI policy check with me, you really want to have a look at safeguarding with AI content. I've put a few videos out about that, and that really speaks into how we can protect our pupils and also our staff from making mistakes. So the first thing I need to do is clarify that I have read the school's AI policy and I'm not putting in personal data, and the resource is going to get straight to work on adapting what we're doing. Now, the worksheet's getting made up already, which is looking really, really nice. It's a little bit short, so I'm obviously, like always, need to talk back to the tool. So I'll say, this looks great, but I need 10 questions. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use one of my tools. I'm going to use Canvas. And please convert the questions into a highly visual Google Slides presentation for me. Now, as the tool gets to work solving that, I'll just briefly speak a little bit about this line up here, this kind of acceptable use policy. You know, there's a real misunderstanding, I think, among schools and educators that because you're a Google education account and because Gemini is a part of Google, that you're kind of locked in that walled garden. We hear that term quite a lot. The reality is, if you just ask Gemini, can I upload pupils' personal identifying information? It's going to categorically say no. We really can't have staff putting in personal information. We absolutely can't have them uploading things like EHCPs. So, you know, if your staff don't know that, I think it's really important that as leaders, we do get to work on an AI policy. That's something that I can talk to you guys about. Have a look at one of my videos on that sort of content. But for now, let's jump back to our adapted lesson. So let's do a real quick comparison. Before the lesson began, I had a good worksheet, but not good for this young man in my lesson. Too complicated, too many words. He's EAL and he loves football. And in under 5 minutes, I've managed to get a really nice custom set of worksheets for the student. We've got visuals put in for them. It links to key aspects of the actual football club, different aspects of football matches, probability and such, includes players. And I've now got a really, really nice thing that will hopefully engage him through the lesson. And I could actually just change that for about 10 different kids in my class in the next 5 minutes. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. And if you want to hear more about tool making, follow one of my workshops. And if you want to hear more about inclusion, do have a look at that content as well. And I will see you guys soon. All right. All the best. Bye now.